Hey everyone, looking for a fresh, healthy and quick dinner idea? Today I'm going to show you how to make lemon pepper chicken with Zoodles using the Thermomix Spiralizer. So this recipe is perfect for summer. It's light, it's packed with flavour and it's quick to prep. It's also a great option for our Dinner for Beginners series. It's showing you how easy it is to create a delicious, nutritious meal in no time. Now to get started, the first thing we're going to do is weigh out our zucchini, which I've already done prior, so we're just going to press next. We've got about 600 grams of zucchini. Now the really important thing to do is to make sure that your zucchini is going to fit through the chute of your Cutter Plus. So if it doesn't fit, all I've done is taken a little section off of my zucchini so that I can ensure that it does fit nicely. But you can find zucchinis which are a little bit more slender and they fit quite nicely. We're going to put our cutter shaft in place now. So that is our cutter shaft and that fits directly onto the blade like that. And next, there is a little video on the screen though that also directs you and shows you how to do that. We're going to now pop our basket in. And this is our cutter lid with the spiralizer. Now let me just show you a little bit about the spiralizer here. It does come with two different blades. There's a black blade and there's a green blade. So the green is for thin ribbons and the black blade is for thicker ribbons, which is what we're going to be using today for our dish. Again, that gets placed in alignment to the handle and the lid goes on. Now you'll find the lid as it comes, it's the pusher as it's called, won't fit with the spiralizer because you do actually have to take out the pusher for the spiralizer. So there is a little clip here that you can push. It allows you to release this part of the cutter, which is when we're using for slicing and grating, and here it is for our spiralizing. It's giving you a little bit of instructions here as to not load, to check in if you've got too much of your zucchini. We don't want to overload the basket because then it's just going to block up and it won't be effective for us. So it's giving you a little bit of instructions there. And now it's time to spiralize. So we're going to spiralize our zucchini. There are some tips in the recipe as well as what I gave you already about the size of the zucchini. You do want it to also be about the same size as your chute here, because otherwise you're going to end up with these really super long ribbons. So, which is fine if you like that, but if you don't want to be there trying to cut it up later so that you can have forkfuls of it, you want to make sure that it's about this size. 4 centimeters is the minimum that you want it to be. Let's pop it in there and we're going to get started. Now, if this happens and you haven't finished with your spiralizing, you can press this little tick or check mark here and you can repeat the step. That is done. Now, these little offcuts here, I wouldn't throw them away. You can save them, you can freeze them, you can pop them into a soup or even make your no-waste vegetable stock concentrate, and there's a video for that too if you like. Let's have a look at our ribbons. Here we go. Look at that. How cool is that? In like seconds. Super easy and fancy. So we're going to transfer these Zoodles to our Varoma dish. So the dish is the main part of your Varoma. It doesn't actually require the tray in this particular recipe, so we're not going to pop it in there. There we go. And we're just going to pop some salt to taste. I'm just separating them a little bit so that they steam nicely. A little bit of salt. It will direct you in the guided recipe to remove the cutter shaft. That's really, really important to do. Okay, so the next step is it's guiding us to place a bowl on top of the lid and to weigh in your chicken, which I've already done, and then to season it with some salt, some pepper, and a little bit of flour. And then it's asking us to give it a little bit of a stir and set it aside, which we've already done. Okay, so we're at step 13 now, where we're going to pop in our parsley, just the leaves only, about 5 sprigs of parsley. And we're chopping them just for about 3 seconds on speed 7. Have a look at that. How awesome did it chop our parsley? Don't worry about cleaning the bowl, we're just going to move on to the next step because it's all going to get added together at the end. We want some Parmesan cheese, about 50 grams, making sure they're just in nice little cubes, and some lemon peel, about 1 to 2 pieces of lemon rind. Just make sure that the pith, the white part, is not being seen on that. And we're up to grating now. 10 seconds on speed 10. Okay, gorgeous. Grated Parmesan cheese in 10 seconds and the beautiful smell of lemon rind in there. So it's a lemon flavoured Parmesan cheese. We're going to set that aside as well for later. Now we're on to the base of our dish. We're needing to pop in some olive oil. Again, no washing in between. Makes it one of my favourite recipes for that reason alone. We want about 25, anywhere between 20 to 25 is fine. We want some garlic cloves, about 2 garlic cloves. Some leek that's just been cut into pieces. And a little bit of paprika. Now we're going to chop that up. Right, let me just show you. We just moved straight on to the next step. There's no need to scrape down, but I just want to show you how that's chopped so beautifully. The leek, the paprika, it's mixed through all of those ingredients. And now all we're going to do is saute that. 5 minutes on 120 speed 1. So our sauteing is done. I'll just show you where we're at with this beautiful leek. Sauteed beautifully. It doesn't tell you to scrape down the sides, but I do like to do it at this point to make sure that all of those ingredients are incorporated. You've got a beautiful, and you've got a little bit of colour at the bottom, which is nice to lift up because that's all flavour that can go into your dish. Right, next we've got our prepared chicken strips, and they're going to go in now. Remembering that they've been coated already with some salt, pepper and some flour. Next we've got our lemon juice, about 40 grams of lemon juice, which is about half a lemon depending on the size of your lemon. Some chopped parsley that we chopped before. And now a little bit of water, 100 grams. And one of my favourite ingredients that every fridge and pantry should be stocked with is our chicken stock paste. Such an easy recipe to make, and it just adds so much flavour into your dishes. So make sure you go check out that recipe on Cookie Dough if you haven't done so already. And now we're just going to cook that off for 10 minutes before we then put on the spiralized zucchini for the last 5 minutes. Fabulous, that has now cooked off. We're just going to add our final ingredients here. We're going to pop in our pouring cream, 250 grams of pouring cream. We got the right amount, so it's ticking it off automatically. A little bit of sea salt. Again, we've already put a little bit in there, so to taste. And a little bit of ground pepper, which I had in there as well. And then we only want half of the grated Parmesan cheese to go in at this point, and we're leaving the other half to sprinkle on top at the end. Now I'm going to add a step by just giving that a nice stir. Make sure that all those ingredients are going to be incorporated and our chicken is nicely mixed through. There we go. And next we're going to pop the Varoma on top without the lid cap. Varoma goes into position. If ever in doubt, you just need to look at the picture and it will guide you. It's our little digital twin that will guide you as to what's going on. Lid goes on, secure the lid, and it's only going to steam for 5 minutes because we don't really need those zucchini zoodles or ribbons to be cooked too much. just a little bit. That is our cooking done. The dish is ready. So we're going to set our varoma aside. And you can actually divide the zoodles amongst 4 bowls because this is a serving for 4. We're just going to show you plating up for 1. So we'll pop. So you see how long that is? Imagine I had kept the zucchini at its length as it was when I bought it from the shops. You can see that it gets a little tricky in serving up. Beautiful, healthy, fresh zoodle ribbons. And then we're going to divide the chicken into those bowls as well. Make sure you get plenty of that nice creamy sauce. And we can top with a little bit more of the grated parmesan, lemon parmesan cheese that we reserved. And if you've got a little bit more in terms of parsley leaves, then you can add them on top as garnish and have a look at that. All done, ready to serve and enjoy. It's a fresh and zesty lemon pepper chicken with zoodles that's healthy, quick and full of flavour. Using the Thermomix Spiralizer makes prep effortless and shows how simple it can be to enjoy fresh vegetables in a fun new way. Now, if you'd like more quick and easy dinner ideas, check out our Dinner for Beginners series. The link is below. And don't forget to check the description for the full recipe link. Give this video a like while you're there.